guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Suzanna, and so welcome to today's video. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos. Just subscribe and turn on that bell. Turn it on so that you don't miss any videos. Also share the videos to your friends. Tell your friends also to subscribe, also to like and comment. Okay. So today's video, I'm doing a story video of me being the side chick and dating a married man. That's what I mean, a side chick. Like, yeah, I know it sounds so weird to some people, but it's just a story, and you just have to. Those are things which happen these days, and there's no way you're going to you know um, avoid such kind of things happen. Okay, things happen and go. Okay, so that is what I'm doing in today's video. Yeah, so here comes a story, guys, of me being a side chick. Me, it's so weird, but anyway, here comes a story. I met this guy. Okay, I started being a side chick when I finished my senior four. That was in Uganda. I finished my senior four. So after my senior four, I was actually single. Like, I was single, had no boyfriend. I broke up with my boyfriend, and my boyfriend left me, and then I decided to remain single. So that time we were in holiday. So it was my friend's birthday. So I was invited, and so many people were there, like the high school friends were so many, because we were all just in holidays. Okay, so I was invited, so I went. The party started at around 8 p.m. in the evening. So we went, we had fun, we danced. It was home party. Okay, so it was just in a one big hall. So the drinks were there, food was there, everything was there, as in, like, having fun. So it reached it was around 10, and then the guys in the house decided, why don't we go to the club? And remember, even in Uganda, there's this thing of ladies night. It is always on Wednesday, ladies night. So it was on Wednesday that day. So the guys were like, since today is ladies night in a club, so why don't we just go to the club and enjoy ourselves and have fun? So as we were like, it's okay, that's okay, let's just go and have fun. So we went to the club. That's where I met this guy. That was the time I started becoming a side chick, guys. I didn't know. It is so weird, but I just put myself in it. But there was no way I was going to just avoid it that time. And remember, I was so lonely. So when we went to the club, and in club, you dance with anybody who comes to dance with you, so you cannot refuse to dance with the person, because you are in club, you're in public place. Okay, so anyone who comes to dance with you, you dance. And in a club, when it is ladies night, ladies rarely buy drinks in club. Men, you find men buy a lot of drinks that day, even though they don't know you. What only matters is how you're dressed. How you dress. Do you think someone can admire? In club, always the motto is dress to kill. Okay, I don't mean to kill somebody dead, but just dress to attract somebody. Okay, so that day, so we're now dancing in club. Since we went to the club, we were dancing. It reached 11. So we're dancing in a cycle. Okay, so this man, came to join our cycle. So now we are dancing, people are now high, they're already drunk, and there is a lot of noise. People are making noise. The noise I mean, like, you shout the way you want, nobody is going to refuse you, nobody is going to stop you. Why are you shouting? Nobody. You just on your own world, you shout, you make noise, you dance, you drink your alcohol. So this guy told me hi. He first greeted me. I was like hi. So I was like, okay, are you dancing with anybody? I was like, no, I'm not dancing with anybody. We're just dancing as friends. It's one of our friends' birthdays, so we decided to come here and have fun, dance, just refresh our minds, and after we go home. So I was like, okay, do you mind if I dance with you? I was like, yeah, sure, let's dance. So this guy joined us in our cycle, and then we started dancing. Then he asked me, okay, do you mind if I buy you a drink? I was like, okay, I don't mind really. So he asked me to go with him to the counter. So he was like, what do you drink? I was like, I drink Smirnoff. So he bought for me 3 bottles of beer. So we came back to the cycle, we were dancing. Then also at the same time, we ordered again another round for my friends. So after that, he told me, okay, I will come back in just minutes, let me go to the toilet. So he went to the toilet. So one of my friend came and told me, he pulled me aside, and she was like, Susan, do you know that guy? I was like, I don't know him. He has just come to join us, and then he asked me whether he can buy for me a drink and whether he can dance with me. So I was like, okay, be careful, just like that, okay? Because in clubs, if they get you with another woman's husband, you'll just go with a wound on your head. What goes there is just a bottle. They break your head with a bottle straight away. So that day my friend told me, be careful, don't just exceed your speeds to the guy. So I was like, fine. So the guy came. Guys, we danced that day in a club up to 2 a.m. in the morning when we're still in the club. And then some people are already sleeping. Where you're seated, you start sleeping. There, you're already sleeping. You leave your drinks there, whatever. So some people are just at the corners of the club sleeping. So my friend was like, you guys, we have to go home. Okay, it's already morning and we just have to go home, since the club now is becoming empty a little bit. People are still there, but some people have gone. So my friend told me, okay guys, we need to go home. So for us, we had gathered outside. We were waiting for the taxi. We ordered for the taxi to come and take us home. So as we were waiting for the taxi, this man came, and he told me, okay Susie, is it okay if you leave your number with me? You never know, maybe another time we will meet and have some talk. Then I was like, okay. And that time when you're high, there's no way you can actually refuse to give somebody your number. And for me, when I'm drunk, I'm never rude. I'm just that cool person, very easy person. But I talk, I laugh, but with other things, you cannot get me. But if you ask me for my number, if you ask to dance with me, I can dance with you. So I gave him my number that day. He went with my number. So in the morning, we went home, and then in the morning, my phone was ringing. So my friend was like, Susie, I think that's your phone. And I was like, yeah, it's my phone. So when I picked up the phone, I picked up the call, and then the guy was like, oh, it's me. How are you? Are you still sleeping? What? Then I was like, not really. I've just woken up now. And then he was like, okay, is it okay if we catch up later in the evening? Oh, what do you think? And I was like, whoops. I'm actually still not feeling well because yesterday I took a lot of alcohol and I'm not still feeling well. Me, I don't know anything. That was my first time dating a married man. Goodness, guys. I didn't know anything. I didn't know that the guy is married because he didn't look like he's a married guy. He looked young anyway. So my friend told me, don't refuse to go, but go and be careful. Okay, first ask him all the details about him before you go into other things. So for me, I was like, that's fine with me. I went for a date with him, and then we had lunch. It was actually in the afternoon, so I was asking him many questions, blah blah blah. So the day went well, and then after, he dropped me home, and then he went. So there, and then things started, and we can call each other every day. You can call me in the morning. The phone was busy in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, things like that. The texts are coming. He started even sending me money. He can send me money. He can even buy things and send for me. And the guy was actually like, he behaved to me like he's a single guy. Me, I didn't know he's married. Okay, so 1 month passed when this guy was still crazy with me. Me, I don't know anything that he's married. Okay, so we are now in the second month of this relationship with this married man, and then it was on the 20th of that month. So he called me that day, and then he told me, no, I was actually that day, I was traveling. I was supposed to be traveling to the village that day. Then he called me. He was like, before you go to the village, I would actually wanted to meet you before you go in the morning, and then you travel in the evening. Then for me, I was like, that's okay with me. I have no problem. So, I went. I was actually in the. He sent a taxi to come and pick me at home because there was nobody at home. My friends were not there, and my sister also was not there, so I was alone at home. And I was like, I can't walk up to that place, but if you're okay with sending a taxi, that will be fine with me. So he sent for me a taxi to come and pick me. So when I was on my way, my neighbor called me. Then he was like, Susan, where are you? And then I was like, I'm actually on my way to go and meet someone, and then I'll be back in the evening. And he was like, to meet again that someone? And I was like, come on now, Kwani, I've not even gone far with this guy, and then I'm just meeting him, like there's nothing much I'm going to do with him. Then I was like, stop being crazy with the guy. I was like, I'm just going to meet him, and I don't know what he wants to tell me today because I'm going to the village. Well, she said, okay, go, but be careful, because when you come back, I have something to tell you. Like, go and come early, I have something to tell you, but be careful. My heart is beating. When I go to see this guy, everyone tells me to be careful, and I didn't actually understand why. But I by that time I was actually not that thinking for me, like think of some things beyond me. So by that time I was just, high school saga was still on my mind. Okay, so I went to see the guy. I met him. We're in a hotel, and then he had bought for me. He had made for me the shopping, like a big shopping, a lot of things. They were in big boxes. So he had shopped for me the things to take to my mother in the village. So after that, we had again lunch. We took some drinks, and then I told him, Aki, I have to go, it's getting late for me. So I had to come back with a taxi again up to home. So I was setting myself to go to the village. I told the taxi guy to take me to the bus park of our village. So the taximan took me, and then I went to the village. I stayed in the village for like a week. When it was on Sunday, a private number called me, was like, hey, so you are the one who has been enjoying my husband's money. Goodness, guys. Hey, hey, hey. My mind blew over. I was like, goodness. I was actually speechless. I had nothing to tell this person. I'm actually quiet on phone. The woman is talking. I'm just only listening to her. Hey, I was like, hiya, Susan, today you are not going to survive. Today, no way for me. Wow, guys, I was actually sweating when the lady was talking to me on phone. So the lady told me, I heard he made a shopping for you when you're going to the village. So I am waiting for you, madam. Come and then let's meet. I was like, wow. Okay. Me, I told her I have no problem, but I don't know the person you're talking about. Maybe if you can tell me the name of the person, I can easily tell you, explain to you all the things. But since you don't want to tell me the name of the person, I was just trying to be myself. Like I was trying to defend myself. But since you don't want to tell me the name of the person, then you are wasting your airtime calling me. Please, I will really, really be happy if you cut off your call and let me be. Okay. So the lady told me, you little brat, I'm waiting for you. When you come back from the village, I will see you. I will see you, and I promise you, you will see me. You will see my true colors. Like the way she was rude to me on phone. Wait. So the next day, I told my mom I have to go to the village. I have to go back to the town. So my mom was like, "You've just stayed for 1 week, and then you're going back." I was like, "Mom, there is something urgent, like I'm needed quickly." So my mom was like, "It's okay, just go in peace, and then be careful, take care of yourself there. Don't do crazy things. They can kill you." So I called my friends. I called my sister. I told my sister I am actually haunted, and I want to come to the town and first, put myself together, organize myself so that if that woman gets me, I know what to tell her, so that I should know what to tell her. Okay. So my sister was like, when are you coming? I was like, I'm just on my way. I'm in a bus. I might reach today in the evening or sometime of the night. Okay. When I reached that day, okay, the man was okay. I don't mean he was bad, but he was okay. Even when I was in the village, all that money I was spending, he was the one sending me transport, airtime. Even he bought for me a phone. He got for me a phone after the phone I was having was actually okay, but he told me, it's okay, I can buy for you another smartphone. So he bought for me another phone. The phone I was having is the one who bought. Like he can buy for me things like he's not a married guy, you know. So that day when I reached to town, and then he called me, was like, oh, welcome back, he was just okay. Me also, I pretended like nothing is happening, like nobody has threatened me. I took things easy, like I never wanted to uh scare him also and tell him bad things. Maybe he might say I've started exaggerating things, so I kept quiet. I played shield. So that day, it was now on Wednesday. That is the day I can remember. So it was on Wednesday. I was with him in the restaurant. Actually, the restaurant at the beach. So I got a call. Then was like, the lady was like, oh wow, so you are back, and again you are the one with him. I'm actually on my way coming to meet you where you are right now with him, and we'll see who is who. Then I was like, okay. I just said okay. I replied okay to the lady, and then the lady cut off the call. At the same time, my sister called me, and then she was like, Susie, things are not good at all. I just got a call, And that call is actually a scary call. A private number called me and was like, we are the husband snatchers. So where are you right now? I was like, hey, I'm actually with the guy in the beach here. So she was like, leave that place right now, leave and come back home quickly. So there was kumbe the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper also, who was at the gate there, knew the guy. I think the woman um had already quarreled to the husband without, and then also the man did not tell me anything. Me also, I did not tell him what is going on. So the guy had already, I think he had already told the Nini, the askari, when you see this type of a car, just text me quickly. So the car came, and then the man also here got a text. Then the man told me, Susan, you know what? He gave me 20K that time. Then he told me, you know what? Just get this money and then walk around that side. He showed me where to walk. I went to that side of the toilet and was like, you see the other car coming? When that car is already in, move out and then take a border quickly. Do not wait, because that is my wife. Goodness, when he told me that is my wife, I was ready. I felt like crashing. The guy that time, I was like, why would he even tell me late now that is my wife, instead of telling me before? He kept quiet. He didn't tell me anything before that he's a married guy, guys. Didn't, because I asked him, he told me he's not married, that he's separated with his wife, that his wife left him. Okay, so when he told me that is the car of his wife, I was like, goodness, Susan, today you are finished. You know that shaking, I started shaking. I'm already sweating, and you know the dress I'm wearing, it is a tight dress, there's no way I can run. So I was like, God, today my sister wanted me to leave the place. So I walked very fast. I left the guy on the table. I walked with my drink. I don't want to leave my drink. I walked with my drink, and then next to the toilets, I hid behind the toilets. The moment the car entered, and I also, the gatekeeper was the watchman. Watchman told me, girl, that woman is a terrible woman. If she gets you, she's going to crush you like nothing. You're just a small thing to that woman. If she catches you, she's going to crush you. Just walk very fast. If you had seen the way I was walking like a crazy woman, guys, it was hot for me that day. I walked, and then good enough, I got the border. I got the border and then went very fast home. My sister told me, don't go anywhere. Starting the whole of this week, you're going to stay in the house, not going anywhere, because the woman was already hunting for me. And I know if that woman was to get me, guys, I was not going to survive, because that woman is such a quarrelsome woman. She can fight in a public, and she's a crazy woman. So I locked myself for 1 week at home, not going anywhere, at all, because the woman was hunting me in the town. So that man ended, and then, but the man was okay. He was still calling me, and then one day, um, my sister told him, please leave my sister alone. Leave my sister alone. We don't want your wife to continue hunting for us, spoiling our names everywhere that we are husband snatchers. And that was my first time. So since then, I actually kept quiet from the guy, but the guy could text me, and then I ended things by my side. I had to leave the guy. I had to block him, blacklist him at all, and then we ended things. No calling, no texting, things like that. But the guy was a nice guy. But what scared me is the woman looking for me. And I know, guys, if that woman was to get me, she was going to kill me. You know what I mean? With married women, if they find you with the husbands, things will go bad for you.